The man accused of beating a homeless man in a Halifax park earlier this week is back in custody tonight. The 24-year-old now charged with breaching one of the conditions to his release. At the same time, those who live on the streets say these are the risks that go along with homelessness. Here's CTV's Jacqueline Foster.
Why would anybody do that to an old man?
Joe Arsenault knows it happens. He just doesn't understand why.
I mean, the guy wasn't doing anything wrong, just sitting there. What is it? I mean, us homeless people, we're a certain different breed of people. All we're out here trying to do is survive.
He's referring to a 61-year-old man who also lives on the streets being punched in the face several times as he sat on a park bench Wednesday afternoon. Police call it a random, unprovoked attack. The man was treated for cuts and bruises. This is the man charged with assaulting him, 24-year-old Paul Najjar of Halifax. When Najjar was released from custody following the assault here at Victoria Park Wednesday night, one of his conditions was not to be within a certain area surrounding this park. But police say someone who was aware of that condition spotted him here last night and called them.
He agreed to this condition when he was released, and unfortunately he was found within these boundaries 22 hours after he was released.
Najjar was in court this morning charged with breach of undertaking and breach of probation. That's in addition to assault, causing a disturbance, and resisting arrest, charges that were laid in relation to Wednesday's assault.
Why did this happen, and why does this continue to happen?
Shannon Allenbach works at Out of the Cold Shelter, an emergency winter shelter in Halifax. He says, unfortunately, this is what people living on the streets have to deal with on a regular basis.
This sort of thing exists, and it shouldn't. It exists even more so for people who are just living their life in public and going through homelessness.
Joe Arsenault says he has been assaulted before, but not in Halifax, although situations like this still make him change the way he does things.
I do ignore everything. If you're going to give me a rough time, I'm just going to get up and walk away.
Paul Najjar will stay in jail until his next court appearance July 9th. Jacqueline Foster, CTV News, Halifax.